So in this video we will be seeing XML external entity injection, XXE injection. So we have seen in the previous video XML and DTD. So here we will be determining our own external entity. So here you can see in the image there is a, so the data is being sent as an XML format to the server. The server have this XML parser and it will try to validate this one and return the data. So what we are going to do is doc type stock check. So we are determining our DTD, and here we are putting the entity XXE, name of the variable name is XXE, and system file HC parsewd. So that means we are getting the contents of parsewd file and storing in this XXE. So here in our normal data stock check product ID, in this product ID we are putting this XXE variable. So the contents of this will be placed here and it will be sent to the response. So here we can see the response, the contents of parsewd file. So this vulnerability rises when there is no DTD check and it's directly taking this one as a DTD. So that's why the external entity should be blocked. So let's go and do this one. We'll XXE to retrieve the files. So click on the check stock. So here you can see XML data is the data is being sent in XML format. So product ID, so let's go and it's a doc type. So the name is stock check. So we are determining the DT for this stock check. And the first one is let's say entity, let's say pawn. So pawn system we need to specify quotes file HC. So first what we are going to do is, let's say you are hack. So let's say the string as a pawn, and instead of this product ID let's say pawn. So let's go and send this one, and we should see the same string we have received here. So we have the two values here, so you need to copy this and paste here. You need to check for all the tags and send this one, and we did not get this. So the first one is getting returned in the response, so that's why. So invalid product ID, this content product ID is getting here. So if you put like -1, it says invalid product ID -1. So instead of -1 we are putting the string. So instead of the string we can say let's see parsewd file. We need to specify system, so that it will go and fetch the contents of parsewd file. Let's go and send this, and it says invalid product ID. So instead of showing the normal variable product ID 1, we are sending this pawn, and the pawn contains the content of parsewd file. So here you can see there is no check against this XML data. It is being passed as it is, and also it should be validated against only the external DTD specified by the web developer. So this internal DTD should not be validated for this XML file, otherwise the parsewd file contents gets returned in the response.